know that usually the wife hates the mistress or at least resents her, but I can't hate her. I love her so much. Well, that's a first, at least for me. Hello, beautiful people. Today's stories are from r/TrueOffMyChest. Let's get into our first story. I'm going to have to break my husband's mistress's heart, and I don't want to do it. My husband is having an affair. I found out 8 months ago when a text from Henry said, "I love you," with 3 heart emojis. I managed to sync his text up to our iCloud and have been monitoring them ever since. Even worse, his mistress is also a victim in this. She has no idea that he's married. He told her that he's separated from me and we're going through the divorce process. To his credit, he doesn't badmouth me as the horrible ex-wife that makes him miserable. He doesn't talk about me at all. I also think that's because the evil ex-wife is a classic lie from a cheating husband, and she's smart enough to see through that. I know that usually the wife hates the mistress, or at least resents her, but I can't hate her. I love her so much. Well, that's a first, at least for me. She has no idea that my husband is a loser, and she's such a sweetheart who deserves the entire world. She sends pictures of the holiday cards that she makes for the people in the local nursing homes because the holidays can be such a lonely time for them. She texts him little love poems. When he says that he's stressed, she asks him how she can help. She's so smart, too. Whenever she talks about something that she's interested in, it's like a YouTube deep dive, only in text instead. My husband loves The Deadliest Catch. She explained to him why the FV destination sank. It was fascinating. She also said how happy she was that the tragedy was taken seriously enough to make stricter rules about safety regulations to keep fishermen safe. My loser of a husband doesn't deserve to even breathe in her direction. I know that I need to confront him and tell him that I want a divorce. I've been putting it off. He wouldn't be man enough to face her, so it would be up to me to break her heart for him by giving her the bad news. I don't want to be the one who makes her cry. I just hope that she knows that even though she lost a cheating boyfriend, she'll have a friend in me. I don't want her to feel embarrassed or ashamed for something that was done to her and not because of her. That's what I'm dreading the most about the upcoming shitstorm. Is it weird that I think this is kind of wholesome? I mean, obviously not the cheating part, but everything else is low-key pretty heartwarming. I really hope she can at least gain a friend out of this. Let's see what others had to say. Make sure you have proof that you two are still married and living together. She may go to denial first. Best of luck, OP. Ooh, that's a good point. I guess it could go south at first, but I really hope it'll work out in OP's favor. All right, let's jump into our next story. My dad called me lazy to my uncle. I pay for literally everything in his house. I moved back in with my dad about 6 years ago after his divorce. He emailed me saying he was struggling to pay the bills and needed help, so I came back to support him temporarily. I was living in a walkable city before this and didn't even need a car. That was the plan anyway, to temporary help. Within like 4 years, he just stopped working. Said he was going on Social Security, and that was that. He made it seem like it would be an extra bump in funds and he'd do Uber to top things off. But now I'm paying for everything. Rent, utilities, internet, literally everything except his groceries and cell phone bill. He gets his Social Security check and I honestly don't even know where it all goes because it's definitely not going toward household expenses. Actually, I do know where some of it goes. LOL, you're going to love this. He's gotten really into health stuff, like bogus health stuff. He spends hundreds of dollars on supplements and weird powders and these magnetic bracelets that are supposed to realign his energy fields. Is this even a thing? Last month, he spent $200 for some weird online health seminar where the so-called expert convinced him to buy his stupid little PDF filled with info that could be found on the first page of a Google search. Meanwhile, I'm over here struggling to pay rent. Oh, and the car situation? About 2 years after I moved back, he totaled his car. kept begging me to help him get another one because he needs it for appointments and says he feels he's mentally regressing due to staying home all day, even though he barely goes anywhere once I got the car. I suggested Uber again, which took forever to convince him to even try. I convinced him to do Uber years ago, a year before his divorce. But he kept insisting he needed his own car, so I ended up co-financing one with him because he wouldn't stop asking. Guess who's been making every single payment? Me. I'm the only one paying the bill, and honestly, I've decided to just let it get repoed at this point because I can't afford it on top of all the other bills I'm paying. I'll have it voluntarily repoed by the end of this month. Unsurprisingly, he's furious about this. I've been trying to talk to him about moving somewhere cheaper because I can barely keep up with all these payments. The area we're in is expensive and somewhat isolated, and I could cut my costs in half if we relocated. He keeps saying no because he's established here and doesn't want to start over. Start over? My brother in Christ, you're not doing anything. Yesterday, I found out through my uncle that my dad has been talking about me behind my back. Apparently, I'm lazy, and that boy don't help around the house enough, and just play on my PlayStation 5 all day. I received as a gift from my mom. My uncle called me confused because he knows I'm the one paying for everything. He was like, "Your dad said you're lazy? Aren't you working full-time?" I confronted my dad about it, and he said I misunderstood and that he just meant I don't do enough chores. Chores? I'm paying your rent. When I pointed that out, he said, "Well, it's still my house." It's not even his house. We're renting. Y'all, I cannot believe the audacity of this man. For years, I felt responsible for him. He'd guilt-trip me constantly about family taking care of family and we're a team. I used to feel so guilty about even thinking of leaving. But honestly, I don't feel that guilt anymore. Now I'm just battling with this feeling that I'd be abandoning him if I left, even though he's literally calling me lazy behind my back while I fund his entire life. Can someone call you lazy when you're literally paying for everything? I feel like I'm going insane. My friends don't know about this as I'm too embarrassed to talk to anyone about it besides my mom, who is appalled and says that's one of the reasons why she left him. But also, he's calling me lazy while buying magnetic bracelets with his Social Security money and getting mad that I can't afford the car payment for his car that I co-signed on. My guilt is gone at this point. I can't believe I felt guilty all these years and wasted so much of my life supporting this man-child. Looking for apartments in a small, affordable city. Wow. I think moving out is probably the best choice for everyone at this point. No amount of talking to will suddenly make him realize OP is the one literally paying for his comfort, unless he is forced to face it. Let's see what others said. Don't tell him until you are moving out until you have everything arranged. Freeze your credit, but know you may get stung on the car you co-signed on. You may have to pay that to protect your credit. Make a clean break and don't let him know your new address. You did your part. He can deal with his own issues as long as he is not lazy about it. 100 times, yes. Do not let him know. It's time for Dad to get his stuff together. If you liked today's stories, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.